Okay, you guys. There's a couple things that I want to remind you of before we jump in today. The first thing about this week, one, it's a short week, right? You guys were only here through Thursday. Friday, you guys have no school. However, the one thing you do have to do is that digital citizenship assignment. Every teacher should be posting them to all their classrooms. Like, I put it on every single Google Classroom I have, so it's there. So you just go find that. That's what you need to do on Friday. What I would recommend is I would just get up, have breakfast, get going for the day, and get that done, and then just have the rest of the day be free to do whatever to basically be a 3-day weekend. But don't forget that you have that digital citizenship assignment on Friday. That's your attendance for the day. You're not coming to school, but doing that assignment is your attendance. All right? This week is One College Go Week. So they've been making announcements. There's some stuff on this black corkboard right outside my room with some information. Again, a lot of colleges are waiving the application fee, so you can apply for free. And then we have different stuff throughout the week. We also have digital citizenship stuff going on in school. So Monday, Wednesday, it happens your very first class of the day. And then today and Thursday, it's going to happen in ISH. So just a heads up on that. And then again, it's all leading up to Friday, your at-home digital citizenship assignment is kind of going to be the final piece. So I don't want you guys to forget that. Teachers should be reminding you. The other thing, before we jump in, I see some phones out. I need you guys to put those away. Again, in a pocket, in a backpack. All right? I don't want to see it. If I see it out while we're supposed to be working on stuff, I'm going to write your name on it and just send it to the office for the rest of the day. Again, if you guys finish early, don't just assume you can get your phones out. I've had a couple classes where people are just sitting on their phones. Well, sure, they're done with their work, but I never gave anybody the okay to get your phones back out. So if you finish early, at the very least, just ask me, like, hey, Mr. H, if we're done with our work, can we get our phones out? Then I'll say, like, okay, yeah, that sounds great. Go ahead. All right? Tyler, can you put yours away, please? Thank you. So for today, there's two things that we're doing. There's two activities. They're short, and I shortened them even more. And what I want to do is I want to explain them to you before I turn you loose. Before I jump in, I also want to remind you guys, I've got a lot of emails from some parents, from some students about missing work, late work, grades being very poor. A big part of that is when you don't turn your assignments in, they're 0. My late work policy is anytime you can turn a late assignment in, and you'll get half credit. That's a lot better than a 0. If you need help getting an assignment done or a late assignment done, I need you guys to be responsible, right? And I need you to come to me and say, Mr. H, I don't understand this assignment. Can I come in during ISH to get help on it so that I can submit it? Absolutely. But I need you guys to tell me that, right? I can't monitor my 100 students and check in on them individually and be like, hey, did you need help with this assignment? Do you want to come in? Like, I can't spend that time. That would consume my entire day, and then I wouldn't be able to teach. So that's where I need you guys to start showing responsibility and let me know if you need help. If you ask me for help, I'll figure out any way I can to help you. If you don't ask me for help, I don't know you need help because you never asked for it, right? I'm here to help. ISH, great opportunity to come in and get help, right? Don't sit and waste your time playing games or whatever in ISH when you could be doing your homework, you could be getting assignments in and boosting your grade. I would rather do my work at school so I don't have to take it home and do it. But I want to encourage you guys, if you need help, let me know, and I'll help you. Otherwise, everything's on Classroom. I have videos, right? Even you guys, if you don't understand like today's assignment, this video will be on YouTube by the end of the day. So you can always find my YouTube channel. You can just look up, my name's Austin Heinzerling. If you type that into Google or YouTube, my channel will be on there, and I have a Project Lead the Way channel and then a physics channel. And all my videos are posted by the date that I presented them. So you can always go back and rewatch a class to figure out, like, man, I didn't really understand what he was talking about here. So I just want to remind you of that. The two things that we're doing today, 1.3.5 is about documenting a design and adding notations to a multi-view drawing in Onshape. 1.3.6 is looking at section views. So, again, your process should always be go to Classroom, right? That's my specific instructions. I'm telling you guys exactly what you need to do for 1.3.5. So you're like, I can skip 1 through 4. Well, then I go to my PLTW, I log in, find 1.3.5. Mr. H told me, hey, skip 1 through 4. So guess what? I'm going to skip 1 through 4. This will save you time, make your life easier. All it is just reading instructions. This step we're going to do together. I made a template for you, which is why you can skip this, and I'm going to show you how to get that on your Onshape. And then the last part is actually completing 5 through 8 to do this assignment. I gave you the part to use. You're going to do step through 5 through 8 with that part and submit an annotated PDF to Classroom. That's all you do for 1.3.5. The second thing we're doing today is 1.3.6. It's about section views. I'm going to talk a little bit about them. Reading the intro material is important. This is a new topic. PLTW has descriptions of what is a section view. Well, I need you to read that so you understand what a section view is. Because in my last class, they asked me, what's a section view? I don't know how to do this. I was like, did you do this step? Wait, what? It's like, yeah, there's a reason that I put instructions in order to help you guys.
Why does that literally mean?
Huh?
Why does that literally mean? Your student that you did this?
That's not you. You didn't do that. It was other students.
I know, but that's literally me, though.
It is frustrating for me when I have instructions, you guys don't do it, and then you ask me for help when the help is right there. But I just want to keep reminding you guys, I lay it out as simply as I can. Reading the intro will explain section views to you. I have a worksheet that I'm going to hand out that has you practice sketching them, right? They're kind of hard to get used to. You got to imagine the part was cut down the middle and draw what you would see. Once you do that worksheet to practice a little bit, again, that sheet is not to turn in. It's for your practice to help you figure this out. Then I again give you a part. I want you to import that part into Onshape. And I want you to create a multi-view drawing, but with a section view. That's the goal. If you can do a section view in Onshape, that's the skill that we're learning today, right? So the first thing, what I want you to do now is, if you can all get out your MacBooks and get onto Google Classroom. I'm going to start with 1.3.5. Huh? Yeah, I said I'm showing you how to do this. Right? I just explained this step I'm going to do with you. I'm doing steps 1 through 4 for you right now. So steps 1 through 4 is supposed to be, you know the templates when you make a drawing? You pick a random template, it's a generic one. This step was for you to make your own. Now, I'm not going to make you spend the time to do that, so what I did is I made one for us, and that's what I attached. So what I need you to do is click on the PLTW template. You can't view the file. It's a weird file extension, but once you're here, download it. you need to download a copy of the PLTW template from Google Classroom. When you download that file onto your computer, what you're then going to do is we're going to log into Onshape. We need to get this template into Onshape so that you can use it. Once you're in Onshape, open any part. Any part that you've made doesn't matter, just get something.
You made a screw?
No, it's like a screwdriver holder.
Oh.
No, you're right.
Shut up.
So all you're doing is open a random part. It doesn't matter, some part that you've made. Once you have your part, what you need to do is down in the bottom left. I can't really see it. There. See the bottom left, this plus sign? I want you to hit that, and you're going to import. Now it's going to ask you, hey, what do you want to import? Well, we want to import the template file we just downloaded. It should be named PLTW template. So you're going to select that DWT file and open it, and it'll import it into Onshape, right? It's uploading it. And what you should see is a new tab should pop up right here. I want you to click on that once, and it'll open it. We just imported this template, put it into Onshape, and I want you to click that tab at the bottom to open it up. This is basically an editing mode for the template. We're not editing anything, so don't click nothing, don't touch nothing. All we're wanting to do is once you have this open, we're going to right-click the tab, and we're going to do Create Drawing of the template. Now what it should do is it should open another tab, and this should look familiar. This is a view that when you make a drawing, that's what it looks like. That's what we want. Can you close some of the also closing of some of your tabs will help. Right. If you can close any of them, it will help make the computer run better. This is what we want. Once you have this, it should be fine. I might have to come around later, but once you get this, this should confirm like Onshape knows this template and it should remember it. So in the future, when you go to say, hey, I want to make a drawing, it always asks you that pop-up window that says, well, what template do you want to use? Now, this template should be an option. Should be PLTW template. That's the one that we should use from now on. Right? So I wanted to make sure that you guys got this, that it could upload Onshape so that you can use it in the future, like the rest of this class. This will be our template that we'll use. It's a basic one, but yes, this was the first half of it. You were supposed to make this yourself. I just did it for you to save you guys time. So then, once we have this, what you would do, and you're not going to do this yet, I want to explain the last part. You would then use this part file right here. Do the same process. You need to click the part file and download it directly. It'll be a .ipt file. When you download this part, you're going to have to upload it into Onshape. Remember, Onshape is in the cloud. You need to tell it to use this part. So once you download that in Onshape, you would go home and you'd create a new document. And the new document is this part. Well, instead of creating the document, you want to actually import it. So you'd say import, you'd select that IPT file that you just downloaded from Classroom, right? I give it to you. When you import it, it'll upload it into Onshape and let you use it. It'll be as if there's a drawing. Just hit OK. If it asks for like a single or composite, do a single. It's just a single part file. And then any options it gives you, you probably don't check the box. But it'll take a while once you upload that part. Sometimes you'll try to open the part, and it'll say like, hey, download it, update it. It won't display it. Just go back, refresh it, give it a minute or two for it to process this file. Then you should be able to click on it, it'll open, and it'll look like, I want to show you what the part looks like. It's like a beam. It's like a connects piece. That's what it should look like. Now sometimes you'll open it and it'll say window like, download this file, what do you want to do? That means it hasn't processed yet. So you just go back to your home menu, wait a minute or two, refresh, then you should open it up and you'll be able to look at it. From here, make the multi-view, look at my PLTW and follow the instructions. You got to dimension and add some annotations. That's 135. Now I want to explain 136, which is about section views. So I'm going to hand out a worksheet. Again, this is for your practice. I'm not going to grade this. It's for your practice to understand what a section view is and how we draw it. Yes, good. No. And then you got the template in there, perfect. That one's fine. There you go. Yep. So this worksheet is for you to practice how to draw a section view and figure out what is a section view. Yeah, that window was the one where you, yes, if you see that preview, then when you let it out, it should load. Because that preview is telling you, like, it's figured out based. Oh, this should be it. That was like, there it is. Very good. Alright, so this is what you start with. Right, 136, you're going to actually read the instructions, please. It's going to start explaining what a section view is. All it really is you imagine you slice the part down the middle or somewhere, and you get rid of half of it, and you look at your cut, basically. Right? You guys heard of a cross-section? Well, that's what you're looking at. You're going to look at a cross-section of the part. The apple is a great example. If I slice it straight down the middle, I get rid of one half, and I look at the cut that I just made, that is my section view. So read through this. They'll give you some examples like CT scans, MRIs. They're sections. It looks at a certain layer, like of your brain. MRIs and stuff. Talks about the cutting plane. That's basically where you're making your cut. I'm making my cut right up here. Whatever's left of my part, whatever I cut through, that is the section view. Talks about some line conventions. It's got these arrows. You see that? It says, hey, you're cutting right through here, and that's the direction of the cut. And again, 136, reading intro, doing the worksheet will help you practice like, hey, how do I draw a section view? Practice doing that. And then 6 through 9, These steps are the worksheet. Again, these arrows are basically where you're looking, right? I'm going to cut right through here, and then I'm going to look this way. So I'm going to cut and remove this half, and then take this object into a front view and look at it this way, or rather, this way. That's what those lines are. Here is where you actually step and say, okay, let's do this in Onshape, right? I'm going to make the software do it for me. And it's got instructions on how to do that. This part I attached. This was the day that we didn't get very far. Right? I was doing it with you, and I was like, we're not going to get to the second half. This was the second half. But I gave you that file. It's attached on Classroom. So again, you download that part, upload it into Onshape, open that up, and then you make your multi-view and section view of that part that I give you. And it's got instructions on how to do that. It'll be slightly different because it's Fusion. We're using Onshape, but it's basically the same. I also gave a link to an Onshape article about different views. Well, you can find the section view in there, and it shows you exactly how to use that feature. Right? So you make your drawing of the part. Well, you can have it create a section view easy. You just got to know what that button does. That's why I'm attaching resources. You guys could have looked that up. You can even look up videos. Like, hey, how do I make a section view? There's a lot of resources that you guys need to use. Like, especially if you're at home and you can't just say, hey, Mr. H, how do I do this? Hop on YouTube. Onshape has tons of articles explaining how to use the software. Just do a Google, how to make a section view in Onshape. Something's going to pop up that'll help you figure out what to do. And that's all I need you to do. Right? So 135, what you're turning in is a PDF multi-view with the annotations.
The dimensions?
Yes, the instructions tell you to put some basic dimensions in. So just read the instructions. It'll be like, hey, add the overall length, width, and height dimension. So you're like, oh, that's easy. I can do that. And then it asks you for an annotation, things like that. So that's just a PDF multi-view. It's pretty simple. The part's there. You just got to make the drawing. 136, again, the submission is a PDF multi-view with the section view. Part's already there. You just got to make the drawing with the section view. Turn in that PDF, done. Those are the two things we're doing today, 135 and 136. Yeah.
You just gotta zoom in.
Yeah, 135 I basically did for you.
You gotta zoom in.
All you got to do is read my PLTW instructions. It says, place this view of the part, add this dimension, add this annotation. They give you an example of what it should look like. Boom. Submit that PDF to Classroom and you're done. 136. You got the part. Upload it. Open it. Make a PDF multi-view. Then figure out how to make a section view of that part. My PLTW has the instructions on what the section view should look like. Again, before that, you should do that worksheet to practice, get a feel for it. Any questions about what we're doing today?
Well, basically, you're already done with the first one.
There you go.
You just basically almost did the whole thing.
I know. I'm trying to make this easy on you guys. I'm never trying to make your life difficult. I'm trying to make it easy and make it so that you can actually learn these skills. This class is very cumulative. That's why I keep harping on you guys, like, don't get behind. Don't have missing work. We learn this skill, and then we use it the next day. Or we learn this skill, and then we're going to have a project where you're going to need to do this. If you get behind a week, you have a week's worth of skills that you don't have to be able to do the rest of it. So that's why I want you to make sure you get your assignments turned in. This one I wanted to have done by the end of class. I thought that was reasonable. Last class, there was a lot of issues. So I just said, okay, I think I even did midnight tomorrow. And I did that for you guys as well to be consistent. You guys have until midnight tomorrow to finish this and submit it. It should be plenty of time.
Where did they have to instruct it on 1.2.6?
I mean, getting a template, I had the wrong file the first time and realized it wouldn't work, so I had to switch it. If someone gets to 136 and uploads their file, like as soon as you get there, can someone let me know? Because I want to go and check if the file will actually work correctly. So just, if you get there and like, hey, Mr. H, like I'm at 136, I want to come over and take a peek at what you got to see if it'll work. Otherwise, any other questions? All right, the rest of your time today is work time. If you get done early, if you got missing work, start working on that. Get that stuff done. If you got missing work and you want help, let me know. All right? We got ISH today and tomorrow you can come in. I want to be there to help you guys, but you need to let me know that you need help. All right.